All right. Hey everyone, I'm here on the stoop with Vanessa. Oh my God, we're so excited. Oh look, I'm already spilling on the stoop.
Welcome to the stoop.
I was about to say, this is California. There aren't many stoops around, so I don't know how to act.
The only ones we see are the fake ones at Universal Studios Live.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. Yes.
So tell me about the show. How are things going?
Oh man, it's amazing. It's great. I get to work with an amazing crew because that's important for me at this point in my career. I want to work with people I love. So I'm in a great position. I get to work with amazing people all the time. And then of course I get to have in-depth conversation with different celebrities, authors, really anybody. If I just enjoy your story, I'll talk to Karina, who books a lot of the talent for the show. And I think it's more impactful to have deep conversations and, get a little deep with things and have something meaningful. So I'm really enjoying this process.
Yeah, do you think the stoop kind of loosens people up? And
I think it depends. If we're wearing heels, no.
Like me, yeah.
It's always a struggle to find a good position to sit.
Oh gosh, that's what I keep doing.
Okay, am I doing this? Am I doing this? What am I doing? But I think for the most part, that's the kind of vibe that we want. For me, at least in conversations, I always want someone to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Say how they feel and let me know why. Because sometimes I think conversations nowadays, people are so focused on sound bites and not just actually hearing a whole conversation and not understanding the whole context. So luckily, I get to do that with Talk Stoop. I get to have full-on conversations and not just sound bites.
Yeah, and you let things breathe, that's the one thing sometimes about TV. I'm just like, I only have 5 minutes. It's like, I need more time. So California Live, we're all about California. And you're a California girl,
yes,
I hear.
So,
Bay Area,
thank you.
Yeah.
And can I tell you, this is so cool because my mom is probably going to see this and my dad. Hi, guys.
Awesome.
I love you guys. This is really cool to me because I'm from the West and I actually grew up in Southern California. My dad worked in Watts. Family lived in Santa Monica, then Orange County for a while.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a California thing, but the Bay is more my adulthood. I went to school at UC Berkeley. So this is really cool.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And so we were reading about you and you spent time in the Middle East when you were younger?
Yeah, because my dad's job transferred from Southern California.
Yeah.
And he took a job because they needed, people who could speak multiple languages and were American citizens and, would be willing to work at a university out there. It was like a hospital university.
Yeah.
So my dad took the job out there. So I lived out there, childhood time. So it was interesting.
Yeah, was it wartime, right?
It was wartime.
Oh my gosh, what was
the
that
Gulf
like?
War. Yeah. Probably my first memories was the Gulf War.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I appreciate life so much now because I don't hear sirens. I don't have to get a gas mask out. And, it was just such a, now that I look back, I'm like, okay, that wasn't normal.
Yeah.
But at that time, I didn't know. I was going to school at an American school and I didn't really know that wasn't normal until I moved back permanently back to California. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not normal.
But for gas masks, no.
Right,
Yeah.
but you live and you learn and you appreciate everything that you've been through. And I'm appreciative, but I also understand that wasn't life.
Yeah. Do you think that at all informs how you see the world today? Because we all follow you and we see Colin Kaepernick and you're in this game too with social justice, criminal justice. Do you feel like that kind of informed your passion for it now?
I think so. Yeah, I 100% think so because at that time living in the Gulf War at 5 years old, I couldn't understand why there was a war. I didn't understand economically the issues, power, money, greed, oil, all these things come into play. And so I don't feel like people should suffer for greed. So I think it definitely started at that age because I didn't understand why are we living like this? Why is it when the siren goes off, I have to go hide in our storage room? That's not, but I had still, even with that, I've had it substantially easier than a lot of people, substantially easier than the rest of the world. I mean, look at what we do.
Yeah.
This great weather. Look at everyone here, the crew. we're very lucky to be in this position. So I try to take that with me every day.
Yeah, very blessed. And how does it feel now, being an advocate and using your platform to help change so many lives and to really move the conversation forward right now in the country that we need to be talking about, we need to hear?
You know what? I never looked at it like that, Danielle. I never looked at it like, hey, I'm going to use my platform to do that. I felt like that was just part of it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't seek that. That wasn't what it was. Like even when I started in my radio career, it was always ingrained in who I am. Like even when I was going to school at UC Berkeley, I picked UC Berkeley over UCLA and everywhere else because of their social justice stance and their social justice history and the history behind UC Berkeley because of social justice, right? Because I want to see everybody do well. So I don't think I looked at it like that. When it's just part of you, you don't really realize that's what you're doing. But I feel like it's important because that's part of who I am.
Yeah. And so Berkeley, sorry UCLA, Berkeley got it.
Sorry Stanford. They're the real. Yeah. I feel a certain way about Stanford. Did you apply to Stanford? No.
Okay, she's like,
Okay, so a teacher of mine really wanted me to, but I didn't believe in the private system. I wanted to go to a public university, and I wanted to go to the #1 public school in America. So that's why I went to UC Berkeley.
Okay, so like you said, it was in you.
It was like I don't want that. And it's no shade to Stanford or USC. Yeah. It's just that wasn't what the route I wanted to take. So when I had the opportunity to, and I had a full ride scholarship, I was in. I was like, here we go.
Well, you can't beat free, can you?
No, you really can't.
You can't. So I know that we like to switch tables around a little bit on California Live, the hot seat. That's why I have my blue card underneath here.
Oh, is that what that was?
It was. We have some questions. Do you mind? We can go through them? Okay, we're going to do that. So the first one should be easy for you. Favorite California spot?
Oh my gosh.
You can have more than one.
Favorite, like just anything?
Anywhere in California.
Berkeley or Oakland, California.
Berkeley or Oakland. Okay, there you go.
Like I could take either or because it's right there next to each other. So it's like, oh, Berkeley here, Oakland 1 foot here. That's my favorite place.
Favorite place. Okay, best interview you ever had?
Ever. Including radio?
Including radio. Or we can do that too. We can give you like a top part of your top 3 maybe.
Okay, I'll give you Tyra Banks for Talk Stew.
Oh, nice.
Katy Perry, when I was doing radio, and either J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar. All of them were probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The 50 Cent was fun.
Oh, okay. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Just don't owe him any money. Don't come after you.
I don't owe him any money. I don't owe him any money. Okay, first big break.
I think for me, what I thought was my big break, at least for me, I remember doing a 1-minute report. It was like an entertainment report.
Yeah.
In San Francisco at the radio station I worked for, because I was just driving vans, the promotion street team. And I used to work at Power 106 here as an intern as well in Los Angeles. And I would do something called the West Coast Report, and it was a 1-minute report. And then in the Bay, it was called the Baydestrian Report. So I would split my weeks up, spending half the week here and half the week up there. But I remember whether I was pre-recording it or I was doing it live, that 1 minute live meant everything to me. I used to drive 6 hours every week to go live for that 1-minute report, because at that time my program director was like, well, if you want to do it live, you have to drive back up here. So I would drive back from Southern California all the way to the Bay to do my 1-minute report live.
And that was the break.
That was it. I was like, I made it. I did it.
Okay, what would you consider a good date night?
Oh gosh, what do Colin and I do? We like to binge watch on Netflix. We love Black Mirror. Have you seen a new season?
I have not seen the new season.
Oh my gosh. I haven't got to the last episode, so I want to see the last episode, the one with Miley Cyrus. I haven't seen it yet. But I would say for us, that or going to the movies, sneaking into the movies, just staying low key and just getting our slushies. And him enlightening me about Marvel films, and because I wasn't really into that, so when I learned, I learned all that because he was like, Guardians of the Galaxy and, you know, Avengers. I was like, what is this? And then I watched it and I was like, this is amazing.
That's me. I'm a Marvel nerd too. Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
Why have I been missing out on this?
And I tell everyone these are love stories. Like,
Right,
you
right,
think
yes.
they're always about
so amazing.
Yeah,
So amazing.
Love
but
them.
I would say movies and a slushie.
Okay. We hear you like Insecure.
Yes.
Which character are you?
Oh my God. I would have to stick with Issa. I think just trying to find your way, being a good friend, and just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And just kind of rolling with it, but then kind of second guessing sometimes. But you're like, oh, well, I'm at this point now, so I'm going to keep going. So I think that's more of who I am.
Okay. And here's the last one. Who would you like to meet that you haven't
Ever?
met? That you haven't met yet, yeah. You have a bucket list of interviews or just meeting
Dead or
somebody.
alive?
Okay, you just stumped me. We can do dead and alive.
Okay. I think alive for me, this is tough. Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
I would say Dr. Dre just because he was the architect of West Coast, and I just have so many questions and I want to hear all the stories and I need to know. And that's tough, dead or alive, because it'd be Tupac as well,
Yeah.
right? But also Malcolm X. So I think if I could have had a conversation or just be in the presence of it all happening, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool table.
Right?
Everybody
Just
lines
can
up.
you
Yeah.
imagine?
Ooh.
I can't. It just those would be my dream.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're so happy
Of
that you're in
course.
California for a little bit at least.
Thank you. Wait,
Yeah.
who was your favorite interview?
Oh goodness, now I'm like,
Who did you have who did you really enjoy?
you know, it's hard for me to say because in my former life,
Right.
so I did news a lot. So I interviewed a lot of like everyday people.
I love that.
So when I go back and I think about, you know, stories and most memorable interviews, everything that pops in my head is like when we went to places like, you know, Montecito recently when the mudslides
Right.
happened, and you speak to the people, they're like, those are the images that pop up in my mind. So I have to like come up with a new brain wave
That's
of
important.
favorite interview. You know,
Right.
it's just, here I go with the mug again. But I will say, I had it was an incredible trip. I was able to go to Nelson Mandela's funeral. I covered that for a couple weeks. And the people that I met there and interviewed, how he changed their lives.
Really?
And it was just like they lost their own father or grandfather.
Yeah.
It was like, no one has never meant that much to me that wasn't related to
Wow.
me. So that was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to think about that.
Until the next time.
Yeah, until the next time.
Until the
Those are
next
the ones that
time.
come up in my mind.
Yes, until the next time. And hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Sorry. I just have to, because they watch this. I'm sorry. Hi, family.
Yeah,
So,
no, please. We
Yes.
want the whole family to watch.
Yes. I feel this moment right here makes me feel like I made it.
Aw.
Because, I'm back home. So
Yeah.
it makes me feel like I made it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.